Okay, item 13, ambulance service. Discussion and appropriate action on requested increase in ambulance service fees to Country Corner Fire EMS Fire Department. I think our current charge is $5.
I believe so.
It's fine.
Of course, things keep going up. I think we're the lowest people in the area for cost of ambulance service, aren't we?
I got a question on that.
Okay.
I live out on 88th Street, and I pay for fire dues out there, and then I'm gonna have to turn around now and pay for fire dues in the city too, when I don't even live in the city, but I do have a business down there that uses utilities.
Huh?
This is the ambulance fee, it's not the fire dues.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the ambulance.
it's for ambulance.
But they won't run out there.
When you don't live there.
They won't run at my house if it's for the city.
Now, you probably have you probably paid on your real estate taxes, is that correct?
Yeah,
What's your address?
it's 4441 West 88th Street North.
No, he's not paying on his taxes.
I'm paying something because
You're probably paying that voluntary annual due to Sperry Fire that they send out in the mailer. That's who you'd be paying
But
to.
will they run to my house?
Sperry's not the ambulance service. We will.
But you're collecting the money for the ambulance service, what I'm saying. Here on the utility bills, right?
Correct. I'm not Sperry.
I know.
Now, he
Yeah,
said
I'm-
he has a business down
But
here.
will
that he
you
has
run
to
to
pay.
my house? That's what I want to know.
Of course, yes.
Okay. And it'll count for
We
that service here in
we
town?
go to Rock School Road and then east, so you're in it.
Okay.
Our ambulance coverage area is bigger than the fire coverage area we cover.
Well, the question I was really trying to get across is if they would run out there or not.
Yes.
If I'm paying dues here in town and they didn't run out
Yes.
there, then I'll be paying for something I'm not
No.
going to use.
Yes, we will be there.
Okay.
And I think you can reject that. If you
Well,
don't,
if
if you
they
don't
don't
want to
run
pay.
out there, I won't reject it.
It's good ambulance insurance money. There are several calls that we make annually now in town on patients that are recurring patients that we can treat in their home and they don't have to go to the hospital. We can fix the problem at home. And if they're paying this fee, they're not charged for that. And several of those calls, it could easily run into several $100s.
It's true.
Average about 1,200, isn't it?
Not
Average.
even if we don't transport, just to treat at home, treat in home.
I got a question. A few years ago, we had to use an ambulance service for my mother, and they came from Skytook. We wanted her to go to St. John's in Tulsa, and they said, no, we have to take her to St. John's in
That's a long time
Owassa.
ago.
And we said, that's what it is, no, we're either gonna go to Owassa or we're not gonna take her.
That's different now.
That's not what we wanted, and it was terrible service.
That's
And if I'm paying for an ambulance service, they're gonna go where I wanna go. Do y'all have any, if you come to my house, would you go wherever I want you to go to?
We would go to what's appropriate for your condition first. If that coincides with where you want to go, then yes, we would.
Okay.
But if where you want to go is not appropriate for your condition, then we decide on where you want to go according to what care you need. Because not every hospital is the same, not every emergency room is the same.
No, I understand that, but this was just for a simple
In
fall.
Tulsa, certain ERs specialize in certain areas, and they all don't cover everything. So if you have a special need, we take you where that care can be rendered. Stroke patients only go to St. John's, Tulsa. That's the only place stroke patients go. It's the only place they should go. If someone's taking them somewhere else, they're at fault. Burn patients only go to Hillcrest. They're the only place with a burn unit.
Well, this is just for a fall, so she could have went, it wasn't a life and death situation. She was hurting, but still, we wanted her to go there, they said, no, we're going here, so.
That was.
And at the point in time, we weren't gonna argue with it, but that's not what we wanted.
But in a situation like yours, sometimes your insurance determines what hospital you go to. I mean, if it's not like he said, you know. but
Well, I don't,
Not in an
Insurance was never even
emergency situation.
discussed, they just said, we're going to OWASA. I said,
And-
no, we don't wanna go to OWASA, well, we're going to OWASA.
We never go to Owasso as a choice. We never go as a choice, because there's so few things they can treat at Owasso.
Wouldn't it depend on how bad the situation is, whether you wanna go to the closest hospital or you wanna go to Muskogee? You know, depends on how.
We've had people ask us that, they wanna go to Muskogee, wanna go to the VA in Muskogee.
If I'm
Well-
having a heart attack, I wanna go to the closest one,
Yeah.
just get help, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
he answered it pretty straight. You're gonna go where you get the best care for this condition you're in, and,
Just
you know.
don't go to
pretty
dinner and
much.
get coffee now.
My,
like the boy who had the trauma at the psychopath last week. There was only one place he was going, and that was St. John's Tulsa for the trauma care.
my personal experience with these guys, nurse from the emergency room came and talked to me, and she said, we very seldom have that much information when they respond somebody in.
Because of the labs we do on scene, draw blood.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys are aware, but these guys actually have what's called an iStat machine. They can take a sample of your blood and give you all the same results a hospital can before you even get there as far as.
And start treating it based on those results. So you're not waiting additional 30 minutes in the ER for the doctor to come in and see you. We can tell you, without a shadow of doubt, if you're having chest pain, if it's a heart attack, if it's not something else. So, and we try as best we can to treat someone in the home and not take it to the hospital. If we can fix the problem there, we will. We're not gonna load the patient up and take them to the hospital, just so you can say you can charge for a hospital run.
What kind of increase are we looking at? $5 a person per month, or
No, it's per household.
per household, or for each utility bill, or what?
They're paying $5 per household right now.
Yeah, $5 per household.
And it can either be rejected or they can pay.
And what we do with that is we guarantee you no out-of-pocket from our point of view in return. If there's insurance there to bill, we will bill the insurance. But occasionally, a couple people come to the office, and Glenda's called me and said someone showed up with a bill they're not supposed to get, and I have to call the billing company and get that straight. But we don't bill out-of-pocket if you subscribe to this, unless you opt out through the town here.
So what are we looking at, another $5 a month?
No,
$2 a month?
$2 would be.
Will that cover it?
Yes.
Now Jim, just for some background, is there, I mean, are you, losing money by serving Sperry? I'm saying the monthly fees plus your reimbursement, I mean, are you in a deficit based on that?
No, we would like to get ahead of it as rising cost. We're here, it's good business for both sides right now. That's I want to keep it there. I don't want to get to the point where it's a losing proposition, because then the relationship would begin to sour at that point. I want to make sure that we continue that good relationship and stay ahead of it. I mean, we didn't come in last year and ask for anything, and I think $2 a month would cover that trajectory for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Pip.
Back to what Bob was saying, for us as business owners, Larry, Bill, and me, you know, we get Sperry Utilities, so I get a $5 ambulance bill on the funeral home, and Bill does on his building over here. What does that cover, or, well, it's a business,
Yeah, what if it's a.
we have people coming in and out all the time.
We don't extend that to the people, your customers, unless they are residents of the city and take part in it as well. It covers you.
As the owner,
I would have to see the agreement, because I can't remember what it said exactly, but I know we have an
Yes.
ordinance. We also have an agreement with Country Corner to provide ambulance service, and I just don't remember off the top of my head what.
It stated
How it broke down.
that if the customers were members of the agreement, then they're covered. If not, they weren't.
And
What did it
he's
say
saying,
about businesses?
if you're at your business and you need an ambulance at your
You're
business, you're
covered.
covered.
Yes.
If you're an employee of the company?
No. If you.
Because technically, I don't own the business, technically. We're we're a corporation,
You pay
so
your
I'm
bills.
an,
You pay it on
I'm an
your personal
officer, but I don't own the business,
But you pay
I'm
your
just
bill
vice
at home.
president. Yes, but, okay, what if I didn't? What if I didn't live here? What if I lived in Owasso like my parents? My brother's a good example, he's vice president as well. If my brother needed an ambulance service, then.
If he's here and we run on, we would extend that because your business is paid for it and that's your family. But all the other customers who walk in your door, if they're coming in from outside, then no.
Okay, so what if we had an employee like Allison who's not family, not related?
The agreement said the immediate family.
It is, that's not the business.
Okay,
There you go.
So she can get her own policy if she wanted to pay it down here at City Hall.
That's
I
how.
do anyway, cause I live at,
No, I'm talking about her.
Allison,
So Wendy, if I come and see you and I start having chest pains, get me in the car, drive me over to my house. Because that's where the.
no, it covers you wherever you are.
Wherever you're at.
Because you pay it at your house, you're covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't leave town.
Just don't
leave
need
town.
one.
I won't.
Okay, let me ask you another question. As a business owner, could the agreement not be changed to cover my business, which would be me and Wendy? And then Allison employees?
That, we would have to negotiate or change the original agreement.
Well, yeah, but could, you know, I mean, we own the business and, you know, you have employees there. We're paying the $5 already, which I don't mind. $7 is great, I'm all for that. But it ought to cover, I mean, if it's just gonna be me and Wendy, it ought to cover your employees too.
Well, I think it should cover your employees while you're at work at a business in Sperry. You know what I mean? I mean, it shouldn't cover you if you're, you know, out messing around or at a football game or whatever, you know, and you just happen to, you know, have an accident of some kind or something. But while you're at work, to me, you know, if you had a stroke and I'm paying for it, it should cover you.
What's the difference? It covers you 24
Or
hours.
another good example would be the dollar
Right.
store.
Well,
Doesn't the dollar store have Sperry utilities, water or something?
The thing we discussed of that is some of these,
I mean, $5, if, you know, you have one person that lives alone paying $5, you have a business that has 20 employees paying $5. I mean, at some point you have to say,
yeah.
it's not the same thing.
But if she wanted to pay the other $7.
I mean, you probably do a subscription service, I mean, you probably, I don't know if you offer that or not, but, you know,
I don't know. You get it, it just opens up a whole can of worms.
I mean, I would have to see a contract, I don't remember.
Well, then every time he ran, he's gonna have to say, okay, give me some documentation that shows where you live, and, you know, I mean, it's just, it really gets out of hand. We had the same thing with the cemetery. Do you live in the city, in the school district, or do you not, you know?
Well, I was just asking, as a business owner and having a business, I should probably opt out because it doesn't cover anything like the dollar store.
yeah, like you got, most Sperry businesses are either sole proprietorships or the most 2 or 3 employees. You got a family with 6 kids, the risk factor on a family is much higher than a business if you have employees.
Well, like you said, that was part of the original discussion at some point, and we didn't address that in the original agreement. At some point, you have to say it's not the same. If we make an effort to, we follow up to make sure that if we're not sure on someone, we'll come to the office and make sure that that person doesn't get a bill if they're not supposed to get a bill.
But it's not the first time that's a question.
And what it boils down to.
I know.
There-
I make a motion that we increase
live in Sperry.
the ambulance service fees to Country Corner Fire,
Call me for check.
EMS Fire Department to $7.
Our $1,200 ambulance riding,
I'll second.
make it, it's cool.
Yes.
Badler,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, I think we'll have to follow this up with an ordinance
Right.
the next meeting, maybe a special meeting, and then we might have to look at the agreement again since it's going up, and I'm not sure if we need to amend it or not, but we may need to, so I'll look at that.
I didn't think to bring it with me originally.
And so then it'll become, we won't have to worry about an effective date until you do the ordinance.
Correct, yes, I think so.